Chairman Mark Oliver Kevo. He's joined us on the line. Sir, you're welcome to Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Sandra. Good evening to your listeners.
Good evening to you too. This information I'm just reading out, has it come to your attention already?
Yes, we've cited the rate of summons from the Buakwa Traditional Council, and we are awaiting the proceedings accordingly. We are giving the Traditional Council the benefit of the doubt that Ankobi Ahene has not been pronounced guilty of any offense. And we are giving the Traditional Council the benefit of the doubt that they'll go through this process fairly. Once it's a quasi-legal process and the Traditional Council has its own regulations and rules in dealing with matters like this, we want to give them the respect and we want to follow it keenly and wait for the outcome of whatever decision that they take.
Are you familiar, though, with what Bafo Redu Ajakun Minta II has said, for which reason this summons was brought against him?
Yes, of course. I was with the president throughout the tour. I hosted the president for the 2 days tour. And he's not the only chief that spoke during the tour. He's just one of the many chiefs who are Ghanaians, who experience what happens around them, and also who would like to speak as concerned Ghanaians. So I was there when he spoke the things they claim he might have said that somebody else offends them.
Do you remember what happened, where it happened?
Well, sure. At a deba of farmers at Ahomaumaso, close to Begoro, we had invited chief farmers in the constituency, that's the Fantiakwa North constituency, and we had also invited eminent chiefs, Zongo chiefs, and imams, and some other opinion leaders. So at the function, some of the farmers had come to express their challenges. You know, this is a listening tour. We must put this in context. That is a listening tour, that building the Ghana tour, the former president is embarking on. So at that particular deba, it was a deba for farmers. And some of the farmers have spoken, and the traditional leaders were also given the opportunity to speak. So it was at that occasion that Ankobi Ahene took the stage and made some pronouncements that he understands the 24-hour economy in particular. He knows the benefits that his people will get from such a policy when embarked on. And he also urged that we gathered there supporting His Excellency John Mahama should not just be supporting him through our voices, but also be vigilant on election day if we want him to be president indeed. So this was a candid advice to us. And then he said that they are praying because of the difficulties they are all finding themselves in, the challenges the country is finding itself in and all that. They had prayed earlier in the morning. The chiefs that had gathered there, they had prayed earlier in the morning. He said it in tree that they had prayed earlier in the morning that the so-called breaking the faith should not happen at this time. And that is all.
So specifically, he endorsed John Mahama and asked that people should vote for him?
Well, any well-meaning Ghanaian who listens to him will know that that is the direction. If he says that they pray that the breaking the age should not happen, he's praying that the 24-hour economy should, materialize to help his people and all that. Of course, the carrier and the one preaching the 24-hour economy is His Excellency John Mahama. And he believes that when he becomes president, his policies will inure to his people.
You've done politics for many years, if not many decades now. This occurrence that you witnessed, the statement made by the traditional ruler, is that a new information or new thing that you have seen? Or in the past, when you move with your candidates and you engage in partisan politics and campaigns, you do get comments that are similar to this one?
Yeah, Sandra, you agree with me. Just as you you see, I've been in this system for a very long time. You yourself has also been a keen follower of political happenings in Ghana, and endorsement by chiefs, remarks by chiefs that suggest that one candidate is preferred over the other. It's not new. This is not a new phenomenon. You know, I've been a regional secretary for the past 8 years before I became regional chairman. We've been moving with our candidates. We've been visiting chiefs. Even on this particular tour, he's not the only chief, as I said earlier on, that we visited. We visited Kukwentumi Hene, that is the Adonte Hene of the Buakwa traditional area. And he also has told the experience of His Excellency John Mahama and concluded that at this particular point in time, it is experience that we need. We don't want to have any try and error, leadership. So, there's not anything new. We went to the Num Kontihine had confessed that in 2020 he openly endorsed Nana Dankwa Kufuado. He campaigned for him, even on radio, and said he was apologetic. He's sorry. His Excellency John Mahama should forgive him, and that this time he and his people are going all out for His Excellency John Mahama. These are things that are not new. In fact, even in this region, we have had chiefs that have gone on open demonstrations against government, led by Osagyefo Amwetia himself in the past. Osagyefo Amwetia himself has been on record to have said that he even doesn't agree that chiefs should not be involved in partisan politics. They are key opinion leaders, and when things are happening in the country, they must be given the voice to speak out, and that not giving the voice to speak out amounted to intimidation. And he himself endorses presidential aspirant. During the 2020 elections, he openly said that he and other chiefs in the Aguakwa traditional area should support His Excellency Nana Dankwa Kufuor. Nobody had qualms with him. Nobody expressed any misgivings about it. We didn't speak against him on that. We just took it as his opinion, and we continued our campaign. So these are not new things. That is why it is surprising that somebody will seek to make scapegoat out of this. We don't know whether it is out of hatred for His Excellency John Mahama or out of fear that somebody is becoming popular, a particular candidate is becoming popular, chiefs are applauding him and, yearning for his coming, and that somebody might be shaking somewhere. We have had traditional leaders who had said that people who were even criticizing Anado, they called such people all manner of names, that they were, wizards and witches and, all manner of, derogatory remarks about people who were criticizing Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo. So what has happened?
So where do you draw the line between the traditional regalia and the political suit?
Yes, so for us, this is a traditional process that they are going through. It is the reason why we are not interfering. We show that the chief is capable of making his case. We are waiting for the outcome because we live with the chiefs here. Nobody here is living in a penal colony. We are not living in a penal colony. We are all citizens of the Eastern region. We are residents of the Eastern region. We don't have royals here and non-royals. We are all in the Eastern region. We all have the same rights. So we cannot make laws for one set of people and then make other people feel that, they can enjoy every privilege that comes with becoming an Easterner or being an Easterner. So once we are all here, we are, following keenly. And like I said, we respect Ofuripeni Fee, and we respect that they will do the right thing.
Okay. You were at the meeting, so I just want to read some of the quotes that I've seen online attributed to him on the day that he spoke. It's part of the petition that was sent. The first quote says, the petition of Begoro, the people, I beg your pardon, the people of Begoro are urged to be vigilant against the vote rigging agenda of the current government. And it is claimed that the parliamentary candidate of the NDC lost by dubious means in the previous election. Finally, the people of Begoro are encouraged to vote massively for the NDC candidate in the upcoming election. Another quote says, endorsing John Mahama as the incoming president and stating that the NDC government's 24-hour economic policy will rescue the people of Begoro from poverty. It is also mentioned that all Nananom have invoked the gods by pouring libation against the breaking of the 8th mantra of the new Patriotic Party government. You were there. Did he say these things?
Not as it has been paraphrased in there. For example, he did not say that all Nananom. He specifically said that the chiefs who had gathered there had poured libations. And for a you know, I can get you the tape. He was referring to the chiefs that we had invited to that particular place. You know, whenever there's a derby like that, we give, you know, Muslim prayers, we do Christian prayers, and then there's traditional prayers also. So he said that the chiefs that have gathered there have poured libations, that the breaking the 8th agenda should not happen. You know, so he did not externalize it or extend it to mean all other chiefs, you know, anywhere. So that must also be put in context. Again, he was specific that he believes in the 24-hour economy, and he's not the only person who has said that he believes in the 24-hour economy. The 24-hour economy is a policy. It is one of the major highlights of our campaign. And people who understand it are endorsing it. And as a citizen and as a chief, he feels that when His Excellency John Mahama becomes president and executes this 24-hour economy, it is going to help his people in his traditional area. So if anybody paraphrases and adds some trace to it,
to this traditional ruler, or you're just going to deploy the sitting on the fence approach?
yeah, like I said, we don't want to interfere in the traditional process for now. We respect our traditions, we respect Oforipeninsie, we respect Amwetia, and we can only talk about the outcome. You know, because for us here, in order not to prejudice the process, you know, but we seriously feel that this is nothing to chase. We seriously feel that somebody just want to make somebody a scapegoat. And, you know, he's using the traditional council as a tool. Somebody is just hiding behind these issues to fight its own personal cause. We know that there's a dispute. There's a chieftaincy dispute at the Begoro, you know, and we feel that that is what is simmering this issue, and somebody want to hide behind these political issues to make a case out of it. And it is the reason why I strongly believe and want to give Oforipeninsie the benefit of the doubt that this case should be dismissed with the contempt that it deserves, especially when it seeks to, you know, paint one political party against the traditional council.
Thank you so much for speaking to us, sir.
Thank you very much for the opportunity, Sander.
That's Mark Oliver Kevo. He's the Eastern Regional Chairman of the NDC. This is Eyewitness News on 97.3